We should be live. Let me get the okay. Andrew. Check.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh, God. We're going live.
All right. We are live.
We're live. Look
live.
at this.
Live on...
Welcome, everyone.
On Facebooks?
Yeah, on Facebook. This is Vic Lombardi's Facebook. Welcome. I am Ryan Green. The man to my left, Brandon Perna. The guy behind that's Good Broncos. Awesome job, by the way. You have what, 50,000 subscribers?
Almost.
Well done. Anyways, we're coming live from the Side 3 studios. Vic Lombardi is at Sports Authority Field. Do we have Vic right now, or are we going to do him later?
Do you guys hear me?
Oh, yeah, we got him. We can hear him.
I can, yeah. Can you hear him? Oh, we should probably, yeah.
Can I be heard to all the masses?
Hello?
We think so.
Hey, Andrew, can we hear Vic?
Can I be heard to all the masses in the metropolitan area?
You are being heard right now, live.
All right. Well, I'm
TV.
on the field, guys, right now as the Broncos are leaving, and it's pretty funny because Mike Adams, who used to play for the Broncos, now a Colts safety, is on the Broncos side of the field saying hello to everybody, probably saying, damn, wish I would have stuck around for this.
Yeah.
The Broncos defense scores more points than the Broncos offense essentially today, and that's how the Broncos win games.
Is that your biggest takeaway from the game, Vic?
Well, I'll be honest with you. At the end of the game, fellas, when they were driving and they were short on that 3rd and 1, I immediately thought, you gotta go for it here. The last thing you want to do is give Andrew Luck a chance to beat you in the final 2 minutes of the game. But Kubiak obviously knows better than we do. He kicked it.
Whoa, not me. I told him to kick it.
Did you? Oh, okay. Well, he let his defense decide, and then Vaughn's going to Vaughn. Vaughn came around the edge and beating up on that tackle all day long, and he makes plays when other people can't. You know, a lot said about what Vaughn's about, but he steps it up a notch and seems.
We might have lost him.
Yeah, we lost
But the tackle that Vaughn was going against was Joe Reed's.
Level of half the battle.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Now he's back.
Vic, would you call Von Miller the clutchest defensive player in the league right now?
No doubt about it. That's why he gets his contract, man. He doesn't fatigue. And that's, if you go back and look at that play, he's just faster than everybody. He's just a faster guy. And while the other dudes are slowing down on offense and defense, Vaughn stays the same speed. It's almost like Usain Bolt in the 100. He stays the same speed all the way through.
Yeah, and he really, he tomahawk chopped that ball out of Andrew Luck's
He
hand.
didn't even go to the ground. He
Didn't
hit it,
even fall.
ran over Luck, and then he was probably going to get the ball until Shane Ray picked it up.
Yeah, twice he's wanted that touchdown, but Shane Ray took it away from him there, and of course Malik Jackson in the Super Bowl. Keeb Talib had the big pick 6 earlier in the 4th quarter there. What did you see when you were down there on the field? What was going on after Talib picked off that pass?
Talib was ad-libbing again. He's so good at this, so smart. I believe he had the flats. That was his responsibility, but he knew Andrew Luck was going to that place and hung out in the area, stole the ball, and there's one thing that Talib does well, and he talks about it all the time. When he intercepts a pass, he tries to score every time. I couldn't believe he scored on that play because he had to break it to the outside and then speed team and a bunch of guys down the sideline. So very well done by Talib.
Absolutely. All right, who are you trying to talk to in the locker room?
So we're going to talk to anybody we can. First come, first serve. Who do you guys want to hear from first? You tell me.
Oh, man.
Where should I go?
Wade Phillips. I want to hear about that long thumbs up he had at the end of the game.
He had quite the long thumbs up. Oh, man. Yeah, obviously, I think they'll probably say Vaughn for the podium, but if you could get a Keeb just to see what he saw on that interception, I mean, that changed the entire game. I'd ask him that.
I like that. So Talib's a great interview, too.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, you guys chill out, discuss the game a little bit, and we'll try and do this Skype thing. See if the Skype thing works here momentarily.
All right. Yeah, we'll try that
All
later.
right.
Vic, thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you later, man.
So,
Bye-bye.
See ya.
obviously, a huge win for the Broncos.
Oh, yeah.
One concern, I guess, will be to get an update on DeMarcus Ware's
Yeah.
elbow injury.
Yeah.
He did not come back into the game. I have no idea how severe the injury is. I'm kind of thankful it's not his back because I feel like that's a harder thing to overcome. But
Yeah.
at this point, we don't know.
Yeah, you can still play with the cast and all that stuff. All right, Brandon, so initial reaction. Give me 4 this game for you. 4 words.
4 words. Can it be less than 4 words? Does it have to be exactly 4 words?
You can do less than 4 words, yeah. Or just add an adjective in there, man.
Well, I'll do it. I'll be real simple. Defense is clutch again.
Okay. I'll do Von Miller, greater sign, luck.
Oh.
Because for a while there, Andrew Luck looked like he would at least pull something out of his hat.
Yeah.
And make it a Colts victory.
Well, he was doing it kind of all day long, avoiding pressure and making plays, but you also didn't tell me we could use symbols in the 4 words to describe the team. So
right.
I will say I might have rethought it. But, yeah, you don't want a guy like Andrew Luck to have a shot to win the game.
Oh, boy. And he got close a few times.
He had, just a little less than 2 minutes, like a minute 55, which for him, the Colts could easily score there.
Yeah. Oh, for a 14-point game that it ended being, it was getting very nervous there at the end.
We were all nervous.
Especially on that 4th and 1. And I remember you were like, I don't even know if this is the right call. I would go for it.
Yeah, I said we should go for it.
Gosh.
But I think you should take every risk possible as a coach. Every risk.
Every risk.
Yeah. What do you have to lose? Your job? Who cares? You already made a couple $1 million.
So you would have put DeMarcus Ware back in the game.
Well, I wouldn't risk injury. Ryan.
Okay, so play call risk is what you're saying.
You go for it on 4th down. You always go for 2. You always onside kick it.
Okay.
I don't know.
The Broncos are 2-0. Did you think they would be 2-0?
I think knowing what this defense is, you had to believe that at the beginning of the season they had a chance to do it. There were big question marks around the offense. Mm-hmm. But as we saw in week 1, the theme here so far is offense is just going to kind of play it safe,
right,
and let the defense do its thing.
Yeah,
I didn't think we'd be aided by 2 defensive touchdowns today. I'll tell you that, and I thought this game was going to be even closer than it was at the end.
Yeah.
But I mean,
those 2 defensive touchdowns.
I think the concern is the offense is able to move the ball well. They just still kind of have problems finishing off drives.
It must be just the aura of Mark Sanchez, where they're still turning the ball over and just like you said, they seem to be moving so easily. Trevor Siemian had 200 first half, throwing, and they can't do anything. Like it was just. That's frustrating. So
it's finishing off drives.
Finishing off drives is still worrisome.
And it might actually be the ghost of Kyle Orton.
Oh,
really.
You're gonna throw it on that?
He can move it between those 20s.
I've compared.
The red zone,
yeah.
We know that the secret then would have been the double quarterback. Kyle Orton between the 20s.
Timmy T.
Tebow 20 to goal line.
Paxton Lynch can run.
Paxton
Lynch is a big guy.
Skype Vic. Sorry for interrupting.
Are we going to try and Skype Vic?
Yeah.
All right, we are going to try and Skype Vic at the moment. Hold on to your hats. We'll see how this goes.
I'm going to try to tweet out this link.
Yeah. Also, if you have any questions about the game that you want us to answer, please let us know. We'll get to them later in the show. That's on our rundown here.
Oh, yeah, we are live on the Facebook.
There we are. All right, so do we have Vic?
We do. Here we go.
Vic.
What's up, boys? How you doing, man?
Going?
I'm in the bowels of the stadium. Check this out. So there's the tunnel outside. Here's a random bathroom. In case you're wondering, where fans have to go to the bathroom as they leave the stadium.
Right.
This is where all the family members hang out. Family members come right here. And a lot of them go to this bathroom.
Can you get an interview in that porta potty?
If somebody goes in that porta potty, I swear I'll get one.
Okay.
I can guarantee it right now. Excuse me, sir. Does anybody have to use the porta potty here? Do you have to use the porta potty?
I do not have to use the porta potty.
Are you a relative of somebody?
That's Matt Paradis'
Just
brother.
hanging out?
Is he Matt Paradis' brother?
What'd you think about that game?
Wonderful game. Wonderful game.
Where were you seated?
We were about 4th row.
Hey, just for television effects, can you just walk into that porta potty and walk out? Just real quick, right behind. Thank you. This is just for production effects.
Yeah.
Here we go. He's going to walk in. Oh, whoa! Hey!
And
You walk in. Walk in. Just go ahead and walk right in.
Man.
Oh, there's Phil Sims.
There's
Phil Sims. As
There he
we're
is.
hanging out here.
Philly.
There's Phil Sims right there.
Going with the man
What's up,
purse.
Phil?
All right.
There's What's up, Jim? Nice to see you. How you doing?
It's blurry enough that it looked like he gave him the bird.
Was in Vic on Skype.
Hold on a second. I can't hear you. Hold on. Let me talk to Jim here.
Oh, he's literally
Jim
running
Nance.
after
Swap along with Jim Nance. Everybody,
There we
Jim
go.
Nance. Hey, guys, what's going on?
All right, let's go full
We
screen
got the
here.
live
What'd you say?
exclusive.
Mama Lombardi.
That's
supposed to
right.
be cooking for me
When
one
are
of
you
these
coming back
days.
into town?
The New England game,
All right,
probably.
plan on it. I swear to God.
All right, we'll figure
You and
something
Phil,
out.
plan on it. I'll
All
text
right,
you.
Thanks, Vic.
Take care, Jim. Oh, it was awesome. Thank you.
Dang.
All right, so there's
There you
Jim
go.
Nance.
Jim Nance.
Got the exclusive.
No one else had Jim Nance on their post-game show. Just
Nope.
saying that.
Well, Jim wants to come eat at Mama Lombardi's because he's heard about the unbelievable food fair there. But
Oh, yeah.
it takes a lot more than Jim Nance to get a ticket to Mama Lombardi's. Maybe that guy that's stuck in the bathroom. I wonder if he's still there.
We haven't even been invited to that. I don't
Yeah.
think. Have you eaten there?
No.
Okay, good.
I know
was
why
about
I
to
haven't
get
been
super
invited.
Jealous if you were.
Yeah.
Guys, check out. Hi, gang. How are you? Come here. Come say hello. This is Barbara Marshall,
Hey.
Brandon's mom.
Hi guys, how are you?
What'd you think about that defensive play at the end there?
Oh, that was brilliant.
Vaughn's going to Vaughn, isn't he?
All the
Well, congratulations. Another win charged by the defense. Thanks, Barbara.
thank you.
See you later.
Okay.
All right, that's Barbara Marshall. Family members are coming through here now. If you look behind me, that's where all the media is hanging out as they wait to go into the locker room.
Right.
You see all those media members? It's a 10-minute cooling off period, so nobody's allowed to go in until 10 minutes after the game.
Is that
Raquel, how you doing?
for the players?
This is Raquel. Say hello to Raquel.
They got to
This is
shower
CJ's
sometime.
CJ's girl right here, Raquel. This is FaceTime.
Oh,
Oh, no. What's this called again? Facebook?
Facebook. A lot like
Facebook
FaceTime,
Live.
Different.
Facebook. Yeah,
There
that's
we
what
go.
it is. I'm not smart. I'm not smart.
This is just
See you guys.
the most professional sports show on TV right now. That's on the internet.
I got to remember the name of this. We're on Facebook, not
Just-
FaceTime.
There you go.
Damn it.
Keep getting the interviews. This is what people want.
I will. All right, there's some random people. How you doing? Virgil Green. Virgil Green. There's a little Virgil right there. Look at little Virgil.
Oh, little Virgil.
Oh, young
he had a good
Nice.
game. He had a good game.
Hey,
Yes.
what happened to the guy that went in the bathroom?
The guy's still in the bathroom. I told him not to emerge until I knocked on the door. So he's still in the restroom.
They're going to
Still
tow it
there.
away with him in it.
What's up, sir?
We need.
All right, now people, family members are exiting here, as you can see. Family members are exiting the field. You want me to show you the stadium real quick?
Yeah,
Wait, it's
if,
empty?
if you can make it.
Come out here.
In case you missed that.
Yeah, I'll make it up. Hey guys, when I go in the locker room, I'm gonna have to go audio only because we're not allowed to broadcast video from the locker room.
Yeah.
So I
if
just want you to
any
know
NFL
that.
guys are watching,
Here
let
we
us
are.
do it.
From the
All right,
field.
so here's the stadium. Here's a look at
Yeah.
an empty stadium.
Wow.
Do they allow you on the field? Can you get on the grass?
Can you do a 100-yard sprint?
Oh, it's okay. I'm good. Yeah, I can run on the field if I wanted to, but I don't think I want to upset people.
Don't want to
Let's see
anger
who else is here.
Patrick Smythe.
Well, so you're
Let's
saying
see if
you can't.
Peyton's here. I saw Peyton earlier.
I think he was
See
up
if
in the
he's
box.
running around here. What's that?
Does Peyton still live in Denver?
He does.
Yes. He has a home in Denver, and in fact, I asked him the other night, I said, how long are you going to stay in Denver? He said, God. I mean, think about it, though. Do you really want to live? Does he want to live in Indy?
No.
Where it's already, like, Indy-like weather? Do you want to live in New Orleans where it's humid all the time?
No,
I
definitely
mean,
not.
it's
New
Denver.
Orleans.
Denver's Denver.
In Tennessee?
You know what I'm saying?
You can only listen to country.
Let's ask
music?
these fans while they're still here real quick.
Don't this country.
Hey, why are you
lose half
ladies
our
still
audience?
here? The game's over. Why are you still here? Oh, they don't want to deal with traffic.
It's the
Okay.
smartest fans in the,
No, I
in the
get it.
crowd right there.
All right, hey guys, I'm gonna shut her down.
All right.
And go inside, and you guys will hook up again, and you can hear some of this audio back. All right.
Cool.
Perfect.
Call him later, Vic.
All right. See you guys.
All right, see ya.
I like to imagine those fans aren't waiting for traffic, but they're just reliving the entire game in the memories.
Just via imagination.
Yeah, the imagination game.
All right. Brandon, let's move on. What was the play of the game for you?
Ooh.
I think there's two obvious ones.
Yeah, there are two obvious ones.
So which one do you like the most?
Well, the cooler play was the Von Miller strip, but
Yeah,
I think
I'll admit to that.
the Aqib Talib pick six is kind of what turned it around there. Because before that pick, right, they were only up by 3?
That's correct. I think it was 23-20 at that point. Yeah.
So No, that wasn't the right. That wouldn't be the right score either.
Are you sure?
Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, because he scored.
So, but the Talib pick for me,
Yeah,
I think that kind of changed the momentum, and it got the defense back into owning that game.
Yeah, I'll say that as well. Once that happened, the Colts offense, Andrew Luck didn't seem like he had what he was doing, especially in the third quarter.
Right.
And so I'll say the Talib pick, but the Von Miller sack cannot be ignored because at that same time, and again, us watching it in the studio, we were going, either way, this could be a big play for the Colts, you know, in terms of if they stop them on fourth down, they get the ball, or if they do kick the field goal,
right.
You still got 2 minutes to go down and just score a touchdown. So that was definitely a big play. All right.
The other thing that kind of stood out in that game, it wasn't a single play, but I think the Broncos' defensive line had 4 tipped passes.
They were batting down balls the whole day.
That's huge.
That's big.
That's probably, we'll just say 4 completions. Definitely not complete.
It's a wasted play, yeah.
But I thought that was a key to keeping the Colts kind of at bay. I think it might be a little concerning that the offense didn't have more success against the Colts defense that was so banged up.
That's something to... I don't know. That's just like the offense we've seen from this team.
Right.
Since Kubiak came, and again, it's just like... We thought it was just going to be last year because Peyton was struggling.
Right.
But it looks like we're in for another whole 16 games of just nail-biters.
Yeah, and I think the thing there that might just take a little time to develop that has a chance to develop this season is the offensive line blocking kind of the same way every play, every game. And if that running game can get better, and it's already been better the first 2 games.
Oh, easily.
But I think we think of Kubiak, we think of Terrell Davis, we think of the Broncos running it on first and second down and getting. I think they averaged 13 yards a carry during those 2 Super Bowls.
Right.
Don't fact check that, please. But you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're saying.
Last year, I think the offensive line kind of had to do a balancing act of the zone blocking system and when they were kind of going back to the way Manning was running
pistol
the
formation.
offense.
Absolutely.
So that might be something that gets better through the course of the season, but it looks right now like with the young quarterback, they're going to play it safe. Even if they switch quarterbacks, which... you're going to play it safe either way. I don't see him force.
That might be the smart idea. All right. After this game, which offensive player would you buy a beer for? You'd be like, you know what? That was a good game. Here's a beer.
Ooh, offensive player. I say the easy answer there is C.J. Anderson, but I would buy Demaryius Thomas a beer for that third down conversion.
Oh, that stretch, dude.
Where he stretches, his knee doesn't go down.
Absolutely.
And that was huge to keep that final drive alive, to kick that field goal, to at least force the Colts to have to score a touchdown.
Right, absolutely.
Questions here.
I am going to...
We got some Facebook questions.
We'll get some Facebook
in.
questions.
So can we talk about Kubiak offense? There are good players on this offense, and I don't think they're being used in the best way.
Ooh, interesting.
So, all right. So, Kubiak offense, the question was they don't think the talented offensive players are being used in the best way. I think in the first 2 games, with a guy who hasn't started one game, I think that's about as good as you can get.
Right.
I don't know what, and it's not like if, I don't know. I don't think Trevor Siemian is the quarterback that's going to get all of your offense. I don't think he can perform. Honestly, I haven't seen him throw the ball over 40 yards. I haven't seen him try and go deep to a receiver.
Right. They haven't taken any deep shots yet.
Yeah.
I think that'll come. I think it's about him sort of getting comfortable in the offense and just reading defenses at the speed that he needs to.
That's a fair point.
But in terms of not utilizing all their players, I think that it just comes with time. We already said that, and I'll have to say it maybe 100 times, but you do have playmakers in C.J. Anderson, Emmanuel Sanders, Demaryius Thomas. But the one thing Trevor Siemian did is he's spreading the ball around. How many different guys caught a pass?
A lot. I can tell you right now, 6 people caught more than 2 passes.
Right.
So Cody Latimer, C.J. Anderson, Jordan Norwood, Emmanuel Sanders, Virgil Green, Demaryius Thomas all had 2 or more catches. So it's not like I don't know if you could say that this offense is being underutilized because again they had so many. Especially in the first half, they had trips to the red zone, trips inside the 30, and nothing was happening. They just weren't getting points. Trevor had that interception. So I don't know if it's just like they need to get over that hill, or if this is something we should be expecting.
No, I think they need to get over the hill.
Yeah.
And then I think mid-season you can evaluate that a little bit better, a little more honestly, I guess.
They're like the touchdowns we saw yesterday in college football where the players are just dropping the ball right before the end zone.
Right.
Everything is good for the Broncos until for some reason inside the 30 stuff just happens.
Right.
I don't know what it is.
They had the third and one they couldn't convert, right? And then we missed a field goal as well.
Right.
The interception. The good news is there was one turnover today for the offense as opposed to 3, right?
That's true.
We only had one turnover, so that's an improvement.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're getting better every week, you could say, Ryan. You
In
could
the
say
slightest.
every week they're getting better.
All right, if I had to buy an offensive player a beer after this game,
Right.
I would buy Russell Okung a beer.
That's a good call.
The defensive players and plays in the second half are what won him the game, but in the first half, he was just outstanding. He was the reason some of those run plays were doing what they did. And in terms of dominant offensive linemen, we haven't had one in at least 2 years. So I think it's good to at least know that the left side of the line isn't as questionable as we thought it was at the start of the season.
Right. Well, I would say Evan Mathis was dominant. He was graded out as the best run-blocking guard in the NFL last season.
All right.
But Okun is definitely an upgrade at left tackle, and I liked Ryan Harris. I think, he was a guy at the end of his career who really came in and gave the Broncos, enough to do what they did last season. But I think a guy as big as Russell, you might have to buy multiple beers.
No, I can't afford multiple
You're just
beers.
going to buy him one?
Just buy him one beer.
One light?
One beer,
Okay.
yeah. Was there an offensive player that made you want to drink in this game?
Ooh, offensive player that made me want to drink. Not really.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody stood out as playing really poorly. We had the injury on the offensive line to Donald Stevenson.
Right.
So I thought maybe I might want to drink with Schofield being kicked out back to right tackle.
You thought you'd be drinking with
And,
'cause of him?
some pressure got through there, but I don't think
Yeah.
it was I don't think there was like a major downgrade at that point.
I'll tell you one offensive player that made me want to drink, Andrew Luck.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's not the way that was going, but
Okay, again, you pick from the other team,
Yeah.
and you tell me you use a symbol that I didn't know
I'm trying to keep you on your toes, man. All right, so let's see what
some
questions
questions?
we've got some going on. The whiteboard outside just says division matchups. I don't know what we were supposed to do with that. Do you know the question is, Elio?
No, but Vic just emailed me some audio from the locker room.
All right, so we've got some audio from the locker room. Is it available?
I'm going to give me a second to pull it up here, and I'll have it
Okay.
available.
All right.
Yeah, one thing we did see was some improvement out of Devontae Booker.
Yeah. Oh,
He,
gosh, yeah. What did
his
he
first
finish
play?
with?
His first play this game, he did not fumble.
A lot better.
And if you noticed, he had two arms wrapped around that ball.
Yes.
Like it was a baby.
9 carries, 46 yards. It's 5 yards a carry.
That's not bad.
That's what you want from the changeup. C.J.
Yeah.
Anderson's the workhorse. He had 20 for 74. Not great, but a lot, especially at the end of the game. That's kind of where his stats were going down. He was just running into,
Yeah, I think
8-9-man boxes.
The Colts defense was stacked up front, and they were going to force the Broncos to try to beat him with the throw.
I think they're not the only team that's going to do that.
Yeah, I would imagine.
All right, I'll ask you this: if the Colts secondary is healthy, do the Broncos win?
I mean,
That's a big
defense
if.
plays the way it
That's
did,
yeah.
and maybe, but I think it's, like I said earlier, it's a little bit concerning that the Broncos didn't have more success scoring points against that Colts defense.
Yeah.
Would they have won? Nobody knows.
Right.
I'm
that's
going to
tough say.
say yes, they still win.
Okay,
no
that's
matter
fair.
what the Colts do.
That's fair, but I think you bring up a great point. It's, the offense struggled last week, but it's the Panthers and it's week 1. I'm not surprised that that's it. But it was...
Did the Panthers win today? Did they beat the 49ers?
yeah, they won pretty easily, I think.
No, it was close for a while, Ryan. It was close. Give me a final score on that Panthers.
The final
49ers
score of the
game.
Panthers-49ers game, 46-27.
Okay, so it was close for a while.
So, but going back, like you said, I expected a comfortably dominant performance. where Andrew Luck was going to have some touchdowns, but the Broncos pretty much had it easy for the whole game. And for the first half, I kind of felt that way, but in the fourth quarter, I was really like, oh, boy, this could be...
Yeah, but it's crazy to see this defense, how good they get towards the end of the game.
And maybe that's
it's like something
right.
needs to be on the line, and then they just destroy whoever's
All right, we'll
in
start
front of
20 points down every game. We'll just start that.
I think holding to Andrew Luck and the Colts to 20 points is impressive.
If I said that Andrew Luck was going to throw for 197 yards on 40 throws,
Oh, yeah.
at the beginning of the, you're going to take that every day. I think
day.
in terms of what Andrew Luck did, and he was their second leading rusher, 22 yards.
Right.
Frank Gore held to 44 yards. Yeah.
And that
But
touchdown
again-
Frank Gore scored was very impressive for a 33-year-old man
But
tiptoeing down the sideline.
Oh, gosh, seriously, props to him. But again, I mean, you look at, if you hold Andrew Luck to 197 yards, you don't want to say, well, it pretty much came down to a 4th and 1 in the fourth quarter.
Right.
It came down to Von Miller's strip sack. So again, that could be a little worrisome.
Yeah, I mean, Luck threw 4 touchdowns last week.
That's true.
Against Detroit. So
That's
you got to
true.
be excited about this defense. And I think we've become accustomed to being more excited when the defense is on the field than when the offense is. It's like that's
I
where
would
the guys
honestly
who make
prefer
the
that.
big plays.
I know, and
are
I know
making the big-
I know it's certainly been boring, and I know sometimes the Kubiak offense can be frustratingly conservative. But it got us a Super Bowl win last year,
Right.
and it's gotten us 2-0 this year. I can't say that I'm complaining about it.
So I've got this Vic interview. I'm not
Okay.
sure who it is. We'll cut to it. I have no idea who it is.
If you're on
Let's see
social
who it
media,
is.
take a guess as who do you think this interview will be from?
And ask us a question.
Because we're guessing too.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys ask questions.
All right,
That's
so
what's cool
here
about
is
this.
Vic and someone.
Let's see what happens here. I've never done this, but
Huh? You said he didn't what?
He didn't practice for like 6 months. He wasn't even there.
It was good to let his mind get off of football so he could come back and it'd be fresh to him again and make him more hungry to do it. Well, that's what I would think. I'm not sure.
Shaq, say that again. With Vaughn and the way he makes those plays late, how much practice goes into that? How much technique goes into that, taking the ball from the quarterback?
Yeah, once you set your mind that you're going to try to get the ball out, like some guys, they just go want to get the sack, but like great players go get the sack and get the strip to possibly get a turnover. So he most definitely practiced it. I remember a couple years ago with the old coach, we used to come by and we would go past the quarterback. We used to do a little tomahawk to make it look like we going to try to knock the ball out. So that probably helped prime him for it a little bit and just his mindset.
The fact that Cougs went for the field goal late, make it a 6-point game, pretty much told the defense, hey, game's in your hand, right?
Oh yeah, we already knew he was going to get the job done. Like we know they needed a touchdown. I mean, the field goal that's more realistic, but a touchdown we knew that wasn't going to happen.
Back to Vaughn one more time. Would you consider him probably the most clutch player in the game right now when the game's on the line?
Yeah, he most definitely comes through in the clutch. That's the guy I want rushing off the edge, 4th and 10, last play of the game, because I already know he's going to get there.
How much do you learn from him?
I learned a lot from Vaughn. Like we got some of the same type of pass rush moves and stuff like that, and we always working on it in practice together because like I said, I got some of his moves and like Shane's more of a D-Ware type of guy. So I'm with Vaughn half the time and D-Ware the other half because I'm still trying to learn from D-Ware also.
Thanks, Shaq.
Whoa. That was Vic with Shaq Barrett, and then we decided to remix it at the end. That was really good.
I told you we'd screw something up.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, since he was talking to Shaq and Vaughn, which defensive player would you buy a drink for? Who's getting your beer?
Oh, man. I want to say Von Miller so bad.
I'm going to say Talib. I would buy Talib a beer because I know something's going to happen.
I think the more interesting
It'll
evening
be
might be
a more
with Talib.
interesting evening.
If we're able to buy him a lot of beers,
Oh, yeah.
I think a lot of fun things could happen.
Oh, absolutely.
And
I would watch what his hands were doing near his pockets.
at all times.
At all times.
Yeah, I bet if I'm handing out a game ball and I'm the coach, I'm giving it to Von
Miller Lite
Miller.
40.
Yeah.
I get you. Was there anyone on the defense that made you want to drink?
Ooh. Well, I think towards the end of the game when Darian Stewart got that penalty for hitting Luck late when he slid.
And I'm sure some fans did think that was questionable. I thought that was a good call.
Yeah, once you look back on the replay, because at first it looked like he didn't even touch him.
Right.
But his forearm definitely hit the top of Luck's helmet, and I'm sure he'll get fined for that one too.
Yeah.
And, it cost him 15 yards and gave the Colts a first down.
Yeah, and some of the Colts had there was one pass interference that shouldn't have been called for when the Colts were on defense. I think it was on one of our tight ends. But
I think the Broncos got two favorable pass interference calls.
Right. I'll pull the rug out from under you one more time. The one player that makes me want to drink on defense is DeMarcus Ware, because I'm sad. I don't know what the extent is, but I don't. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to see him hurt.
I know.
I hope it's just a hyperextension. That's what it looked like when he collided with Vaughn, and that's why he got in trouble. But
yeah, hopefully it's something they can, ice up, put some dirt on, and he can keep playing, Ryan.
All right, we'll get him some of that
dirt on
Denver
it, and
dirt.
He'll be just fine.
Oh, boy. All right. Let's take a moment. This is a segment we're going to call Pausing for a Moment of Self-Deflection.
Okay.
Brandon, I know that you probably know, and I saw you, Broncos fans after games kind of have a tendency at overreacting.
Oh, yeah.
So after wins, it's like, oh, this team's going to the Super Bowl. If it's after a loss, we're all pretty much suicidal. So despite the Broncos winning, let's deflect the good vibes and bring us back down to earth. What is something that still concerns you moving forward?
Still concerning moving forward. I just defended the Broncos offense, so what kind of jerk am I if I say the Broncos offense?
Right.
Maybe right now, just to try to talk about something different, I'll say special teams.
Okay.
McManus
and just McManus, or
no, the whole thing. I mean, he had one miss, but he made 3 field goals after that. I don't think you have to worry too much about him. The punting game looked a little bit better, but I think we still haven't seen somebody in our punt return game that gives us that extra sort of playmaking ability. I don't know. This is my cheap way of not saying the offense, really.
I got more audio.
All right, I will. We've got more audio here coming, but I'm going to say that the thing that frightens me the most at the moment is still our red zone offense, but there's something. The defense played great in the fourth quarter, but they were shaky. For the first half. And even against the Panthers, we were down 17-7. So I don't know if they're still working out the kinks or teams are starting to figure out how to game plan against the defense. But it's just something I'm a little worried about going forward again, I can't complain because they won us the game, but it was just something that was like, oh, gosh, come on. And even before the Talib interception, you and I were like, make a play. Just someone make something happen.
Maybe it's a little bit of tackling. Andrew Luck shed a lot of tackles.
Yeah.
He slipped out of
You're not wrong
3, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just a guess. But
absolutely.
Tackling, you really don't get into true tackling form until week 3 or 4 because you can't really tackle in the
Do you know from
your training
experience?
camps. Yeah. I practice tackling by myself just in case coach ever gives me that call.
All right. Adelio, do you know who Vic is talking to here?
No, let's find out.
All right, let's find out.
We got some more.
Ready to play. And then when we have the game, we come to the ball, we hit hard, we make the plays we need to make.
Vaughn standing right there. That's Vaughn, right? Yeah. Guys, Talib's headed to the podium.
Andrew Luck's a great player, and he's surrounded by a good team. So, if you give him any space, he's going to take off with his feet and create penalties and holding calls and all that stuff. And he did a great job of doing that tonight. He did a great job of managing his offense when they needed him to. And then at the end of the game, I think we showed how good we can be as a defense and came out there and put a stop to that.
Talib's pick 6, you got into Luck's face, forced him right. Was there a sense among the defense, like if he keeps holding on to the ball, we're going to get one of these?
Oh yeah, because he was trying to get rid of it quick at first, but it wasn't working out. So we knew he was going to start holding it. And I was like, okay, if he holds it, we can get there. We're either going to get sacks or picks, and ended up working out both ways.
Why does
guys have been able to put pressure on Luck but not bring him down. What was the difference tonight?
I think we knew that we had a hard time bringing him down, so we made sure we got him down this time, right? We had to. Whenever one person's got his arms around him, you got to come in and finish him, because he's a stout guy.
Why does Vaughn just get faster as the game goes on?
I think the other guy just gets slower. They get tired, and he just keeps. As somebody gets tired, he gets more and more energy, and he's like a shark when there's blood in the water. He just gets going faster and faster.
When Cougs went for.
Feed off when you see Vaughn, don't that pump you up a little bit too?
Oh yeah, we feed off of each other. Vaughn and I especially. We work well together. We run games together. We set things up for each other, and it's we thrive off of each other's success.
Derek, you're getting really good at batting the ball down. How much of that is technique, skill? How much do you work on that?
I get screamed at every day about it. So Bill Kolar screams at me every day if I don't bat a ball down. So.
Well, it's working.
Yeah, I should have had a few today. I'm going to get yelled at. I'm not going to get praise for that one. I'm going to get yelled at for the ones I didn't get.
You concerned you're going to lose wear for a bit? The coach said he fractured his forearm. Is there worry that he won't be able to play through that?
I think he'll cast it and play.
Yeah? Why? Just because that's wear?
Because it's him. DeMarcus Ware. He's one of the toughest guys I know.
When Coach decided to kick the field goal, 6-point game, obviously you knew it was in your hands. You guys welcomed that as a defense. I expect you do.
Oh, yeah. First play, you go out there, and Vaughn gets a strip sack. Shane Ray picks it up and scores. That's what we do.
Thanks, Derek.
Keep Talib was going to the podium. That's why we thought it was going to be a Keep Talib. Nicely done by Vic there. Like you heard in that interview, it appears DeMarcus Ware has a broken forearm, which was a lot worse than a hyperextended elbow.
You were way the hell off on that one, Ryan.
My medical degree.
Your medical degree and our
not real.
Our zero sources here really steered us wrong.
Yeah.
But it's reassuring that it sounds like Derek Wolfe believes DeMarcus Ware is going to play no matter what happened to his arm.
Yeah.
He said he'll cast it up.
Boy.
He'll play because he's one of the toughest guys he knows.
That's great, and I'm glad that he's tough, and I bet he could play, but it's week 3. We got Shane Ray, we got Shaq Barrett.
Yeah,
I wouldn't rush this, DeMarcus. If you can sit. I would rather have you fresh and healthy for the last 8 games of the season than the first 8.
Just like last year.
Just like last year.
And his back can only get stronger.
Exactly. I don't know if he's necessary to rush that back.
The interesting thing I think about an injury like that is they got to see how severe the break is and if it needs surgery. But after you give it a little time to kind of set or heal, you can wrap that up, and he can come back out and play if needed.
Right.
I think I'm with you where I'd rather see him rest and let it get to a place that what is usually like 6 to 8 weeks for a broken bone like that.
Yeah.
Normal people 12 weeks, but for football players 6 to 8.
Exactly. And I think me and you and the Broncos would agree that the biggest impact DeMarcus Ware has is probably as a player in the locker room.
Right, as a leader.
He's a leader, he's a captain, he is just a guy that you want there. So again, if him not playing, and I think he had a decent game, I don't know if he had any actual sacks.
He's a captain leader.
He's a captain, he's a leader, and all that stuff.
Leader.
He's a
leader of captains.
He's a captain leader. He's
he
a captain's captain. He is a captain's captain.
You don't want to lose the guy who leads the captains.
All right, Adelio is telling us that we have Vic Skyping us. Is that correct? All right, let's see what Vic's Skyping us. Let's see if this works. Vic, we are calling him. All right, let's see if he picks up. I hear you. There he is. Vic.
Hey guys.
All right, so
how we doing?
We're doing good. We heard from Shaq and Derek Wolfe. What's the attitude in the locker room right now? They happy about the win?
Yeah, I sent some other stuff too. I got some great stuff from Chris Harris just now.
All right, we'll get that.
Just talking about the swagger of this defense.
All right, we'll get
and
that.
how this defense loves being in those pressure situations. I also asked him, guys, is it time to say that Von Miller is the most clutch player in the league? Offense and defense. I'm talking just pure clutchness. It doesn't get more clutch than what he's done in these big games. Go back to the Super Bowl. Look what he did today when the game was on the line. Von Miller's as clutch as they come. As we overlook most family here at the stadium waiting, I'm going to go on the field here. It's a little too loud. I'm going to go on the field for a better audio portion.
Your connection's actually pretty good right now.
Bad. As you say that, he freezes up.
Yeah, I really screwed
Now
that
it's
up.
now it's not as noisy.
All right. So yeah, Vic, if
Can
you
you
had
see
to
me?
describe, if you had to describe the game in 4 words, what would you use? What 4 words would you use?
Not 4-letter words.
4 words. Shut up. Brandon, Ryan.
That's fair.
4 words.
You got the jab on
4
us.
words.
Yeah.
I'd say.
He wins.
I'd say defense does it again.
Oh! That's
Those are
the best one we
exact
had.
4 words I used.
That was great. That was great.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
wow.
double down.
You made Brandon's day.
double down.
Makes me feel pretty special there. Let
Yeah.
me come up
Either are
with another
losing
4 words.
your skills, or I'm on the same playing field.
You're as
now.
good a sports broadcaster as Brandon Perna.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Hey, how's the post-game show gone so far? I haven't had a chance to
Amazing.
watch.
It's been the best post-game show online in Denver today.
I got a little too much chess showing right here.
Getting a lot of mixed
Close
reviews
that up.
in Indianapolis.
Yeah, we have been getting comments about who's the Hasselhoff in the locker room.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's you know people on the internet.
Yeah. Have Adalio throw up that Chris Harris interview when he gets a chance. I also got. Did you hear the interview I got with Devontae Booker?
No, haven't gotten to those yet, but he is downloading.
Get to those ones.
Yes, we will.
Booker and Harris.
Did you hear the news about DeMarcus Ware?
We did.
Fractured his forearm.
What do you think it does? Does it affect the defense at all with that?
Well, here's the deal. I asked Derek Wolf. I said, "What's happening now?" And Wolf expects him to play. Wolf says, "Tape it up. Let's go."
Do you want DeMarcus to play?
Now, you know what I think about that. I think they should sit him for as long as they can. Why put him in a game if he's trying to save himself for the stretch run anyway, which we know he's doing? So chill out. Let him rest a few weeks. Maybe after the bye week, I don't know. But I would not put DeMarcus Ware in a game with a fractured arm. I would not do that.
Yeah.
What if they're able to surgically repair his arm with so much metal that he can actually hurt players more with it?
It's a great idea, actually.
You would prefer the X-Men treatment?
He could get the Terminator arm.
Some of the hard casts these dudes wear.
Yeah.
Have you seen some of the hard casts they
We
wear?
should
They
have the
actually
training
have to get
staff
tested out.
put you in a hard cast for a day.
A full body hard cast?
Yeah.
Full body or just both arms.
It's a great way to cleanse your body, I've heard.
Hey, check it out. There's Jeff Legwold way behind me getting ready for an ESPN live shot. Do you see him?
Oh, get us in there.
What are the
I
chances?
wanna be on ESPN.
Should I get?
Yeah,
should I
get
on
in the
ESPN?
shot so we can say
No, I
our
can't.
post-game show
I
was
can't do
on
that to Leggy.
ESPN. All right.
I can't do that to Leggy. Leggy
Why?
would kill
Because
me
he
if I
seems
did
like
that.
a really nice guy.
He is a great guy.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
But if I did that, I would be. Oh wait, there's the stats. In case someone hasn't seen the stats on the scoreboard, can you see the stats?
Yeah, let's bring
Final
up
stats.
the stats here.
There's the scoreboard stats.
We created
right
that
there.
ourselves.
We have that stuff.
Yep. Our graphic guy did the stats, so you can see the stats right behind me. And now we got the guy that picks up the poop on the field here.
Oh.
Wish I had
And
one of
the
these in my
horse?
backyard.
The horse does poop.
Or the players.
Yeah,
The,
he does.
Who does that?
the Colts pooped on the field in more than one way.
All right, I'm going to walk. Do you guys need anything else from me? I'm going to walk toward the locker room again and see if I can get any players coming out.
All right.
Give me about a 5-minute respite. Okay.
All right, we'll listen to Chris Harris and Devontae Booker in that time.
All right, great. Bye-bye.
So far, Ryan and I are very average at killing time between Vic's cool interviews.
We're not. See the reason Vic is good at it is because he has a radio show. We don't have a radio show, so we're just
I mean, after people see this, we might
flying by the seat of our pants. Is that the phrase?
We might have 2 after this.
All right, Adelio, do we have anything queued up in terms of?
Let's see what it is.
Let's see who this is. It could be a few players.
Okay, let's see if I remember. You've gone through Roethlisberger, you've gone through Brady, you've gone through Cam, you've gone through Luck. Yeah. You ever feel sorry for these guys, these quarterbacks?
Nah, man, because they got great receivers.
Yeah.
So I mean, you had to see Kelvin Benjamin, man. He's a big man, impact guy, and then CNTY, man. These are Pro Bowl guys. So with the great quarterbacks, so they make it. I don't feel sorry for them at all.
You don't feel sorry for them?
Nah, they make it hard for us, man, because they can throw everywhere on the field, and then they got the receivers that can make plays. So it's challenging. It's definitely challenging for us.
We always say the best players in the NFL are usually quarterbacks. Is it possible that Vaughn is the best player in the NFL?
Oh, yeah, easy. Defensive-wise, I mean, the way he impacts the game and so clutch, man. That was a clutch forced fumble. I knew he was coming, too. I knew it was coming because he had kind of, like, flinched. And then I was right behind him. And then I knew he was about to take off, so I knew something was coming.
So you could tell when he's going to get one.
I could tell when he was coming off that ball. And that time I seen him, he had just came in from a rest. So he was energized. He was ready to come get the quarterback.
Were you surprised Shane picked it up and went in, or do you think he just fall on it?
No, we practice that.
Okay.
This is something we do. We practice picking up fumbles, picking off the ball, and that's one thing we do is turnover circuit. So our coaches get us ready.
That's just instinct. You're not thinking about the clock situation. You're just scoop and score.
Oh, in that situation, you got to go score right there because they had a 6-point game, so they could if we don't score, they get us a stop. They can go back and score and win. So it was good to go get them points.
Chris, when Aqib got that pick, you knew he was taking.
Oh yeah.
How does he do that, man? How does he always find his way to the house?
He's been doing it since I was in college, taking them to the house. So it's just something that once he gets that ball in his hand, he can do whatever. He can do whatever. I mean, I'd love to see him on offense like he was in college.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Has he ever talked about it?
Oh yeah. I mean, they talk about it all the time. I mean, he played offense in college, so I've seen him killing receivers or DBs and scoring. So I know that he can definitely go on offense if he wanted to.
Are you guys having as much fun as you did last year right now?
Oh yeah, it's always fun winning. It's beating top competition. I mean, Cam Newton, Andrew Luck. It doesn't get any higher than that other than Brady and Big Ben.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it, buddy.
Okay, let's see if I remember. Gone through.
He could play wide receiver in the NFL.
Yeah. Well, after
That's
that
the
interception,
National Football League, Ryan.
3 pick sixes in the past 2 years. That's pretty
That's
good.
very impressive.
It's pretty good.
And last season, I mean, Talib is he's the guy who started, I think, us getting excited about the defense with his pick six against Flacco, that first game that looked like the Broncos weren't going to win. So, also, he's right. The Broncos played Cam Newton, Andrew Luck, 2 of the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now, outside of what he said, Brady and Roethlisberger.
And
so you have to be happy the way the defense has played against guys like that.
You do.
No matter what the offense is doing or what the final score is, if you get a win against 2 guys who can arguably be MVPs of the league, year in and year out, it's impressive.
Right. I mean, you can cherry pick negatives all we want, but the fact is you're 2-0. And in a really tough stretch, you got the Panthers, the Colts, and the Bengals. First 3 games, I think a lot of fans and especially a lot of the national media would think we were going to at least lose 2 of those games.
Right.
And so that's always good.
And now
always
it's like,
good.
Alex Smith comes to town. Are you worried? No, not really. Not really, Ryan. Brock Osweiler comes back. Are you worried? I don't think so.
I'm very excited for that game.
Although that Houston defense looks very good.
I'm very excited for that game.
I think they said in the last 6 or 8 games they've allowed only 12 points or less to opposing offenses.
Right.
So just a stat to keep your eye on.
Yeah, I mean, the Broncos defense has held both teams to 20 points.
Yep.
So there you
go.
There's that.
So the Broncos 20 points every week, and they'll finish the season 16-0.
That's true. You want to just keep going around the league? Why don't we talk about AFC West?
Before we do, I want to talk about during this game. I basically forecasted the rest of the season for the Broncos.
Give it to me.
Remember? I said, Ryan, this next play determines how the rest of the Broncos season will go.
And it was a false start.
And what was that next play?
It
was
next
the
play...
Aqib Talib pick 6, Ryan. Nobody can take that away from me unless you tell people that.
All right, so if you're some incredible medium, do the Broncos win next week at Cincinnati?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. That's all we needed to hear.
Although Cincinnati's defense will be the best, I think, defense they've played so far.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you think that, after losing to Pittsburgh today?
Because they kept Pittsburgh in check for most of that game.
I'll give you that.
Antonio Brown
I'll
they
give you
kept
that.
in check. If you can guard Antonio Brown, I think you can hang with anybody. And their offense did them no favors at all today.
That's true. Antonio Brown, 4 catches, 39 yards.
0 touchdowns.
0 touchdowns. D'Angelo Williams, 32 carries for 2.9 yards a carry. Only got 94 yards.
So that it's going to be a nasty
that might
game.
be a 10-7 game.
That's
really.
going to be tough because I think Cincinnati's offense will bounce back.
It's in Cincinnati too.
Yeah.
So So you wouldn't be surprised if it's the first loss.
No, actually, that would be that. This is going to be a tough game.
But
we knew that the beginning of the schedule is going to be brutal for the Broncos anyway.
Right.
And the fact that they beat the Colts and the Panthers, they're sitting in a decent place. Kansas City lost today, which helps them.
Yeah.
Do we have the final score on the Oakland game?
Oakland lost 35-28.
Okay, good. So Oakland, Kansas City lose. The Chargers stomp the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Boy, yeah.
But that means the Broncos are at the top of the division at 2-0.
All that matters. Yeah, so, all right. In terms of divisional foes, which one still kind of, I guess, will be competitive in the division this year? I still think the Broncos, I don't think they're going to lose the division, but who is going to be like, that's going to be a thorn in our side?
Hard to say right now because the Chargers looked a lot different today. I mean, they played well against Kansas City. They just gave up
They
that
played 3
game
good
late,
quarters.
But they scored 38 points today. I think you have to be impressed with the Raiders, too, because they're scoring a lot of points as well. And I think the Raiders probably have a better defense than the Chargers.
Yeah.
Although Atlanta put up 35 on them, so
right.
I'm not worried about any of these teams, to be honest.
Yeah, and the thing about the Raiders is that they beat the Saints and then they scored 28 points against the Falcons, but they've given up 35 points in both games.
Right.
But the issue is that I don't know if the Broncos will score 34 points on the Raiders. I don't know about that. I think
we got a phone call coming in hot.
Do we have a phone call coming in? Is Vic on the line here? Skype. Coming in on Skype. We're going to have him soon. So yeah, but just to wrap it up. So,
say hello. Hey, guys. Hold on real quick.
Oh.
Say hello to Nate. What up,
hear it?
fellas?
What up, guys?
There we go.
How's it going?
You see the guys back over there? We're live in the stadium. We're just going to keep walking. We're going to walk to our car. You get 2 for the price of 1 now, or actually 3. Josh Dover, Vic Lombardi, Nate Kreckman. We're just walking to the farthest away parking lot that exists here at Mile High Stadium. So, did you guys hear that interview with Chris Harris and
we heard Chris
Devontae
Harris.
Booker
We
yet?
haven't heard Devontae Booker yet. We'll
right.
end on him.
All right, so what do you guys want?
I don't know.
You called us.
Dude, yeah, you called us.
Oh, no, Adalio called me. I'm pretty much...
What do you think about the game next week against Cincinnati now?
Well, Cincinnati's going to be a little ticked off. Damn it, I had Cincinnati winning today, and they blew it because of that late turnover. Listen, it's the first road game for Simeon. How's Simeon going to handle the road? That's the big question going into that atmosphere. I don't know what he's going to do on the road. So every game is a question for Simeon. Other than that, Broncos, if you told me the Broncos would be 2-1 after these first 3 games, I'd say, okay, I'll take it. Wouldn't you guys? I mean, everybody wants 3-0, but 2-1 after those first 3 games on the schedule works for me.
Absolutely.
What are you guys going to do in the parking lot once you get there?
This is such a long walk to the parking lot. I can't tell you how long a walk it is. How long a walk do you think, John?
It's probably at least 10-15 minutes.
Nate, what do you think about this walk?
I love this walk. I love a little post-game exercise. I love walking a lot. F, by the way, which stands for what? Oh, it's the internet. Am I allowed to say that?
Oh, yeah, you can on the internet, but not on my channel.
I got UC.
You got C?
I'm UC.
UC? That's not even... That's like a double alphabet.
What? For under Colfax?
UC is under Colfax.
They sent an Uber.
All right, so now we're out in the park. We're outside here, and I smell a waft of the marijuana back there.
Go find out. Go interview him.
What do you guys think about that set, Nate? Look at that
Victory
set.
Joints.
Is that real? Is that green screened? Is that what is that?
That's real, dude. That set's real. Those guys aren't real. The guys are actually... The guys are those are fake.
We're at
the guys
Sports
are
Authority.
graphics.
We painted
hologram in there.
The guys are graphics.
It's a mural.
Absolutely.
What do you get backsplash tile from Home Depot right there?
Dude, my brother sets this up nice.
Is that $1.99 a square foot?
How dare you, sir?
Where's the studio?
The studio's only about a mile from here.
Why do we have the guy embarrassing?
Are you going to walk all the way back to the
No,
might
as well.
record the whole way?
Hey guys, we got to shut this down because me and Adele got to get to my mom's birthday at my sister Donna.
Oh.
So they're waiting for us to
Congrats
eat.
to Donna.
So you guys got to shut it down on that end, okay?
All right, we'll shut it down this end.
Good production on the first day. I think for future broadcasts, what we need to do is this, couple things. And I hate to spill our dirty laundry live, but I don't care. For future broadcasts, what we need to do is have somebody back there editing that sound as soon as I get it back.
Right.
Or we have to find a way for me to send it back live. Maybe if I bring another phone in there or something. See you later, Josh. Have a good one.
We shouldn't
Maybe if I
let the
bring another
technical
phone.
aspects up to you. We shouldn't leave that technical aspects up to you.
Yeah, do not. Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
We
Yeah,
liked
don't
it.
ask
Billy
me how
was
to
doing
do
good.
it. I'm just suggesting it. Oh,
Okay.
by the way, for those who haven't been here, here's the Mini Mile Stadium behind me. Look at the Mini Mile High that people are talking
I
about.
see a Volvo.
They
I
recreated.
see your hair.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
There it is.
See it?
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, for an extensive look on this, they won't. Go to my
That selfie
YouTube
stick
channel for an
sounds like he's
extensive look.
farting all the time.
I'm going to mess with some people right now. Hold on real quick.
They're not going to have any idea they're going to be live.
So much for wrapping up the show.
Hold on a second. Hey, guys.
His mom's birthday's not.
How you
that
doing? Say hello. Say hi.
What's cooking?
These people just trying to go.
Yeah, I know. We're live here in Indianapolis.
It does look like
We're an Indianapolis station.
Yo.
Yeah. So, you guys are Bronco fans? Yeah. Okay, we're Indianapolis fans, and really, we're going to protest this game. Actually, for some of the referee calls out there.
Well, there were some bad ones on both sides.
They're crap calls. Crap.
Just calling the facts. That's all I'm doing.
Bunch of crap. All right, see you guys.
They're doing a Panthers fan
All right.
impersonation. All right.
See you guys. Take care.
There you go.
No, that old guy didn't like me though. All right, that's all I got, guys. I want to shut her down.
All right,
See you
cool.
later.
All right, see ya.
Bye. Take me off.
Yo, do we want to play? Do we have the Devontae Booker stuff real quick? Or
Yeah, let's play that if you got it.
He said it was the best. So
I don't have it. He only emailed me those 3.
okay.
So Vic lied to everybody as
All right.
usual.
Yeah. Yeah.
He told us 1 million people were going to watch this, and right now I see 13.
That's all right. Well, we'll go live on your channel next week.
Well, okay.
All right. So that I had some fun. I think this will.
That was fun.
That was fun.
You know why? Because there's no pressure.
There was no pressure.
We have no expectations.
There
right
was
now.
also no waiting for Broncos. We were on. You didn't have to watch SportsCenter and listen to them talk about
Right.
Jimmy Garoppolo's injury for 30 minutes, only to have him
Exactly.
play the Aqib Talib interception, and that's it.
Right.
So that's what we wanted
So this
to do.
is where you come to get your stuff to hear the things.
Boom. There you go.
Next time, people have to understand that they can chime in, ask questions.
Yeah.
know, that's.
We should try YouTube next week also.
Well, Ryan's sister asked if we were drinking beers.
Yeah, Allison, we are drinking beers. We're allowed to do that. As you can see, our broadcast skills weren't injured at all.
All right, who's going to be the guy that gets to sign off?
I signed on, so Brandon can sign off.
Okay.
Nose goes.
Make it special, Brandon.
So, still live here at the Lombardi Studios. Okay, let's actually do it like this.
Yeah, really. The energy.
Live here at the Lombardi Studios. We've been on air for 55 minutes, which is the longest I've ever done anything for. Broncos are 2-0, and probably we'll see what happens next week. Not going to make a bold statement now.